This to me is absolute perfection. I will put my hand on my heart and say here and now, I have never, ever driven a car, ever, that I've wanted more than this one. I yearn to have it. There is, however, a problem. Because every single piece of this car pretty much was handmade, the price is fantastic, enormous, eye-watering. I didn't know numbers went this high, but it turns out they do. So sit down, I'm going to say it. Here we go. The Eagle Speedster is £500,000. £500,000. That's a lot for a toy, a car that doesn't even have a roof. But this is more than a toy. It's a modern take on the E-Type Jag. And the E-Type, with the possible exception of Concorde, is almost certainly the last truly great thing Britain made. I think we should be more proud of it than we actually are. Its 50th birthday was marked by a small piece on page 16 of the Daily Telegraph, and I don't think that's right, which is why I've organised something a little more substantial. I've organised something which recognises that this is the soul, the spirit, the beating heart of all that we can be. The E-Type is not a plucky Brit that's happy to come home second. It would not be humiliated by Barcelona. It would not simply wave Sebastian Vettel by. And if you asked an E-Type to organise a royal wedding, it would not ferry the guests to Westminster Abbey in a fleet of minibuses. The E-Type does not know what a minibus is. Every country has an icon. The great nation of France has the big brown pylon in the middle of Paris. Australia has a rock. The Belgians have a urinating infant. Well, this, I put it to you, is ours, our Jerusalem, our chariot of fire, the maypole around which the people of this funny little rock in the North Atlantic can gather to remind ourselves that once upon a time we really were as great as we think we are now. It won't start.
A stirring but nicely understated tribute there, I thought. But you said something that worried me a bit. You said, with the possible exception of Concorde, the E-Type was the last great thing that Britain made.
I know.
Is that right?
Well, can you think of anything we've made since which you go, that's a world beater? I mean, the E-Type was a third the price of a Ferrari, as I said, and faster and better looking. And the only thing I can think that even gets close, really, is Monty Python, that moved the world on.
What about those vacuum cleaners with no bags in them? We invented those, and they're pretty good. They're clever.
Hammond, I'm not sure that in 50 years' time people are going to be having a big birthday party on Beachy Head with people going, look at these Dysons, aren't they brilliant? I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Look, moving on. The Eagle Speedster, is it really that good?
Look at it. Well, I mean, seriously, just look at it.
No, it is beautiful to behold, yes, but how can it really be worth 5 times more than an immaculate original E-Type?
Well, I can demonstrate that, Hammond. I can demonstrate that, because if I step in here, OK? Listen. It's
starts.
All right, those
And on that bombshell, it is time to end. Thank you very much for watching. Good night!
Rather more sedate, hopefully. Next tonight, it's Coast, taking us to Devon.